Okay.
Okay, so my learning centers are geared towards first graders, and it's on addition, so I named it on addition to learn addition. My first activity is called Popsicle Math. So basically what they're going to do, there's 3 jars filled with numbers. The first jar is filled with numbers 1 through 10. The middle jars have the symbols plus, minus, and equal. And then the last jar have all the numbers of totals that the sums could equal up to. So they get to pick their own equations. So say they picked a 3, they would set the number 3 down. Then they would get their symbol, they would get their addition symbol, so 3 plus, and then they go and pick another number. So 3 plus 2, and then they get their equals sign. Equals, and then they would have all their sums lined up so they can see them. So they would find their sum, and 3 plus 2 equals 5. They're going to do 10 of these, and after every equation that they do, they're going to write it down on a piece of paper. When they're done, they can go right here, they can write their name under where it says name, and check off their first portion of it. And then the second activity is called Egg Carton Edition, and basically what this is an egg carton, and inside of it is numbers from 1 to 12 for maybe diversified learners or ones having trouble with their numbers. You can do like a half of an egg carton. This one you can do with a partner, so you're going to have a partner and they stick the tokens. You have a bowl of tokens. You're going to stick 2 tokens in the carton, and then they can close the carton, and then they can shake it up. But it's not supposed to fall out. So and then when they're done shaking it up, they open it up, and whatever numbers that the token lands in, so this one was a 4, so they're going to have a piece of paper that they'll have already with them with the center. They're going to write the number 4, and then plus 6, and then equals. And then their partner, or their teammate, opponent, they're going to do it too. And then whoever gets the highest of the numbers, they take a token out of the bowl. So whoever gets 5 tokens, or once they both get 5 tokens, then they can be done with that activity. They can check their name off of the egg carton addition activity and move on to the next activity, which is bottle bowling edition. The bottle bowling edition is 10 water bottles, or whatever kind of water bottles. Each of them are labeled with their numbers 1 all the way up to 10. They're going to put it in the triangular form like normal bowling pins. And they're going to stand, I don't know, like 10 feet away, and they get to roll the ball. So say this one is geared, the standard for this one, I haven't been saying the standard, sorry. But the standard for this one is 2.7, which is find the sum of 3 one-digit numbers. So say they knocked over a 1 and a 2 and a 3, then they would write 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals. And then they can play this either by themselves, or they can play with a teammate. If they play with a teammate, whoever gets the most numbers wins, and then they can cross that activity off of their list. And then the next activity is counting by 2s, by 5s, and by 10s. And basically just they have like a counting by 2s chart, which would be set up. Counting by 5s chart, which should be set up, and then a counting by 10s chart. And the objects I use, you can use any objects. I use kind of whatever I had around the house. So to count by 2s, just show the object to the number, although it wouldn't roll off like it's going off right now. So say 2 would represent 2, and then if you add 2 more, so then you have 4, 2, 4, yeah, 2 more, would be 6, and so on. And then you would do the rest by 5s, add some noodles just to kind of differentiate the different numbers, and then beans for the 10s until you go all the way up to 100. And then when they're done with that, they come check their name off for that board, and then the last activity is sandbox math sticks. This one's kind of fun. It said sand, but I didn't have sand, so I just used rice, and rice is a good sensory. So this one is a bunch of equations, and they're stuck in the sandbox, so they can see the problem, but in order to, how do I say it? The answer is hidden, so they say the answer out loud, and then they check it, and if they get it right, they can take the stick out, and when they're all done, then they can play with the stick in the sand, or however they want to. If not, then they put it back and they come back to their problem. And basically assessing all these, I would just kind of walk around, seeing if how they were doing, asking them if they needed help, just kind of observing. And then either before or after, I have a number counting book. It's called Billy the Bully, and it's a cute bullying book because I think bullying is a big thing in schools now. So basically, it's about a boy it's about this creature who is a bully to his friends, so he loses his friends. So it goes down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, but then he wants to gain his friends back, so he does nice things to get them back, and then, yeah. And then, when they're done, once they have check marks by all their names, then they can get a little treat.
Right.
And I think that is it.